I want to update you a little bit with where we're at as a church and the potential for coming back and regathering. I first want you to know, please know that the church leadership is in constant discussion about when and how we can return to gather and worship. The more answers we can get about the virus, the laws, and how it might impact our church family, the better we can make decisions based upon what's best for us that fit our situation and our needs. We don't have a date in mind just yet for returning, but we're keeping our eyes and ears on the data that'll help us make the decision and be able to best respond quickly when we feel the time is right for us. That said, here's my personal request for any one of you that values my opinion, my leadership, or maybe even my friendship. Be patient with one another. Be patient with me. The people pleaser in me is dying to please everyone, and the truth is, I already know that that's an impossible task. So I need to make decisions based upon what I think is, one, scriptural, and two, what is best for our church as we obey God. But no matter the date and method for returning that I choose, I already know that to some, it'll be too late, and I'll look like a coward or unpatriotic or weak. And to others, it'll be too soon, and I'll look like I'm rushing or being unsafe, uncaring, or maybe even reckless. I sincerely hope any of you that really knows me knows better than that. You know that I've made hard decisions and I've disappointed people in the past, people that I dearly love, because I did what I truly and genuinely thought was right because it was right, and I tried not to consider emotions, but to do what God would want me to do. I gave up, or at least have tried to give up long ago, fearing what people think of me, whether it's a friend, a foe, or even the government. Any decision I make will, one, be prayed about deeply. Two, be run through many leaders and people that I respect. Three, will be legal, unless I believe the laws are forcing me to disobey God. Four, any decision I make will be as logical and as sound as I can make them. And five, for the purposes of shepherding this church to better worship and serve Jesus. So I ask for your prayers. I even accept your opinion and advice, as long as you can understand that there's a chance I may disagree or maybe even go in a different direction. But I ask you to be loving and respectful to people who think differently than you during this time. Always, really. One of the reasons I love our church is the diverse opinions that are present within her. It means that we are welcoming and inviting people with differing backgrounds to come and meet Jesus as they are, and not asking them to change before they get here. That's discipleship, and it takes time. So naturally, we're all going to think a little bit differently about things, but we're still called to be the church and to bear with one another in love, and to remember the words of Philippians chapter 2. Therefore, if you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from His love, if any common sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete, Paul writes, by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and of one mind. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, rather in humility. Value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. So please remember that every word you speak, every opinion that you share, every thought that you have should be ran through the Holy Spirit living within you, especially if it's something that's controversial.